Hey, Max here with a new opportunity. So a couple years ago, I stumbled across a gold mine of profitable strategies. And I was thinking like, who's sharing this? Why is this here? And what can I do with it? So I took some trades, I tested some strategies and really figured out, damn, this works. There's a lot of value here. And that website, that gold mine, I'm gonna share with you in this video and show you how you can automate these strategies for yourself, use them yourself, improve them maybe, and do all of this without having to code anything. It's all drag and drop, super easy process. If you want a full masterclass about how to work with a no coding software to automate all your trading strategies, watch this video. But otherwise, if you already did that, we can build on top of that foundation and give you a profitable strategy within this video and show you step by step how to do it. Let's get started. The pattern we're gonna automate today is from a website. I'm not affiliated with it, but the website is literally the goldmine of strategies, and all of these strategies I've tested, and let me show you which site that is, and I will show you. So it's Oxford Strategies. I'm not affiliated with these guys at all. I don't know what they exactly do, but what they did create, what I really like, is a list of a lot of very nice trading strategies, and all of them have a lot of data and trading plan behind it, and you can test them, right? And I recommend everyone to just dive into these strategies because I've tested and created all of them. And on this channel, I'm just gonna drop some videos about how to automate certain ones. If you have a question about one or you want me to create a video about one of these, let me know. But for today, what we're gonna do is start easy because perhaps you're a beginner, you don't know how to automate anything yet, and then we need to take it step by step, right? So we're gonna dive into that. This one is already profitable, so that will be good. Let's choose the pattern. So what we're gonna do is take this pattern, and I'm quickly gonna show you how that looks like on the charts, and that is right here. So you have three candles. You have this candle, this candle, this candle, and then you have a trade to the downside. So how does this look if you automate it? Let's quickly jump to that. Right here you see that same chart, and here you see the trade was taken, stop loss was moved to a break even, and let's see if we hit target, and we hit the target, right? So let's jump back here. You can see easily that same setup. Yeah, so let's dive into the trading plan, how it works, and let me help you how to read the overall website because it can be a little bit confusing if you don't know how this all works. So I really want to help you step by step because this really changed my trading. And I automated these strategies, and many are very profitable, and you can of course also trade them manually, but also find a lot of nuggets, small details in their trading plan that you can maybe use for your own, right? If you already have a strategy. But if you don't have a strategy, this is also the place to go. So first of all, what you can see here is just a big description. We don't want to dive into that. You can read that for yourself. You can see here it worked in the past, the strategy, they backtested it on certain things, and then you see, okay, there might be an edge there, right? And then next up you have here setup. So long trades and short trades. So those are of course different rules or the same rules, but then flipped over. And then you have a filter, and then you have the entry. So the entry is really important. We want to automate that. And then the exit. So what I normally do is just write all of these things down in simple, plain English or Dutch. I'm from Amsterdam. And if you then can see, okay, this is what I need to create, this is the trading plan, then I go to FXDreema, the software where we automate this, and then I can quickly get started. But you can also hop from point A to B, right? You can also hop around. What is more important is, let's see, the exit. So they have exits, like if you have a buy trade, how to exit the trade is of course the next question after you enter. And yeah, for me, most of the things I use from this website is just the entry, and then I'll just backtest all the management styles I can imagine, right? So with management, you can of course test everything you want. You can use a trailing stop loss, you can maybe take partial profits, you have a target, a fixed risk reward, all of that, you can test everything. So I'm not really diving into the exits that much, but entry is mostly important. So now we know what the pattern is. Let's automate this pattern together from scratch. So right here you have FXDreema. If you have not seen this full masterclass, make sure you watch that. Otherwise this might be a little bit overwhelming, but I'm gonna take it step by step here so that everyone can learn from it. With that said, what you have here is once per bar, no trade, and then 3 condition blocks, a buy and a sell pending order, and then another decision tree with yes and no answers when if I have a trade, I want to trail my stop loss to break even. That's the management we did see, right? So let's use TradingView and this trade example to explain the trading plan in combination with this. So what you can see is this bar closes below that bar, and this bar is an inside bar. Then you see this is candlestick 3, this is candlestick 2, this is candlestick 1, and here's current price, right? So this candle closed already. With that said, candlestick 1 closes below candlestick 2 because this is the close price, this is the close price, so this is a bearish candle or candle that at least engulfs this one. Then you have an inside bar. An inside bar is that the high here and the low of this candle is indeed within the candle before. So this high is higher than this high and this low is lower than this low. So that's an inside bar. So we have this candle that closes below the inside bar candle, and the inside bar is of course measured there. The same story is true for the other way around. And then if you then automate the pattern, you have this overall pattern, and then you place a buy pending order here. So you go long here, and here you go short. And you can see clearly a false breakout is the pattern we're gonna automate. And that is because price was consolidating, then closed very low. And then we're gonna trade in the opposite direction and take out the stops, right? And that's the same story for this one. So I hope everything is clear. Never hesitate to ask any questions in the comments below and subscribe, because we're gonna share a lot more strategies. And of course we have already shared a lot of strategies you can watch back. So with that said, now we know the trading plan. Let's dive into how to build it. So first of all, if we zoom in, what we need to do is automate the inside bar and automate the overall engulfing bar. So first of all, what I told you guys was candle high of 2 needs to be below the candle high of 3, right? If you quickly go, we can do it here. This is candle 3, this is candle 2, and this is candle 1, and then we can use replay mode, right? It's like this is the pattern. So with that said, the first thing we need to do is candle 3 needs to have a candle following that is not taking out the high and the low. So it needs to be an imbalance candlestick like happened here. Okay, so that's the first thing we're gonna build. We have the candle 2 high is below the candle 3 high, and here you use is below and then update, and then you have candle low of candle 2 is above candle 3. So we are just saying this low is above that low and this high is below that high. Very straightforward stuff. Make sure you write it down if you find it a little bit complex, because if you're watching this, it is different than doing it yourself, right? You really need to practice it yourself as well. So write things down to keep it really straightforward for yourself. That's what I always do. So this third block, you can see candle 1 close needs to be below the candle close of 2. But that is when you place a buy pending order. We are of course placing a sell pending order on this particular example. So what we need to do is quickly go to this condition block and see, okay, the candle close of 1 needs to be above the candle close of 2. Is that true? Well, yes, candle ID 1 is closing above this candle before. So this is the pattern. We have candlestick 3 has an imbalance, which is candlestick 2, and you measure those. So you use 3 only for the high and the low, and then the inside bar is there, and then this after the inside bar we have a bullish close. So price looks like it wants to break to the upside, and then we place a pending sell order or a sell stop on this inside bar low at 146. Yeah, how do we do that? Real simple. You go to sell pending order, custom price. So where to place it? Well, open at price, custom price, and then the candlestick 2, Y2, because that's the inside bar, right? So you want to place it there. You can also make it 1, but then the order would have been right there. So you had a little bit of an earlier entry. You can also make that 3, and then you enter on this one, right? So you enter all the way down there. So that is if you make this 3, but we're gonna stick to the rules for now. We don't want to change it yet. We can of course change all of this later on. Then money management, I just want to take my stop loss and calculate like 1% risk of my account. Then the stop loss mode. So if we go to what is he or she using on the stop loss, you can see here stop loss ATR. So the average true range over a period, blah, blah, blah. So we are using the ATR and then ATR length 20, you can see here. So okay, that is all the information we get. That's totally fine. What we can do is go to price fraction and an average true range. I already selected that. You can use whatever you want, but right here, ATR period 20, and that's about it. So now we use the 20 ATR on the time frame. We're gonna run the system on. You can also change the time frame there, but for now that's fine. Take profit. I want to have 300% of my ATR stop loss, so 1 to 3 risk to reward. You can also make a 1-to-1, so your stop loss is the same size of your target, but 3 times is better. And then when to delete the order. So this is something you need to remind yourself, right? Maybe this is not a fake breakout. Maybe price just moves straight up after this pattern and it never comes back. You don't know. One day you need to delete the pending order, the sell stop or the buy stop. So therefore, expiration mode, after 5 days, the algorithm just deletes the order and you are finished. So this is the left side, this is the buy side, and this is the short side. The only difference is this block and this block. So if you go to newcapitalfx.com/free-bots and sign up there, you have all our free bots and you can download the code as well. And there is a code with some variations that we shared. It's from this video. And then you can instantly get like this code, but then slightly adjusted and profitable. And of course you can also just rebuild this and make this profitable, because it's a good strategy and it's a fun strategy to play around with, especially if you're getting started. Then lastly, if trade. So if you have a trade open, I want to trail my stop loss to break even at 50%. So if we are running 50% of my profit target, which is 1 to 3, so half of that is 1.5 in profit, like R in profits, then I want to trail my stop loss to break even. You can of course optimize that, change that however you want, but that's like what this means. So if you then export it, you can just import it into your MetaTrader like I explained in the large masterclass, how I teach you guys how to build and how to backtest and how to backtest properly with good data. So this is the pattern I want to share with you. I recommend you guys to, if you want to practice and find good strategies, go to this website and test the strategies, create the strategies, and never hesitate to comment below, because I really want to help you guys automate all of these things, because it helped me a ton and now it's time to give back and help you guys to do the same, because automation, like I always been saying, it is easier, it's more accurate, it's more consistent, and it's all based on data. And that is what you need to really have confidence in your trading, being able to scale up, but also never miss an opportunity. Because if you have to watch the charts manually, you will sleep one day, you will be not sharp one day, and therefore automation just makes your life easier. And that's the reason all professionals are using algorithms nowadays. So thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.